everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsa Fatmadewi. I'm a college student at Bina Sarana Informatika Kaliabang. Now, I study at the management department. Here, I will explain my opinion on smoking in the campus area. Smoking on campus can have a negative impact on health and the environment, as well as disrupting the welfare of the academic community. Here are some opinions about smoking on campus. Number 1. Smoking on campus can be detrimental to the welfare of the academic community. Number 2. Smoking can have a negative impact on environmental health, such as air pollution and waste. Number 3. Smoking can have a bad impact on the smoker's health, such as chronic lung disease, stroke, and heart attack. Number 4. Smoking can interfere with learning achievement because the nicotine in cigarettes can affect brain function. Number 5. Smoking can cause anxiety and depression. Number 6. Smoking can damage teeth and cause bad breath. And number 7. Smoking can cause dependence. To create a smoke-free campus environment, preventive effort, education, and healthy behavior programs can be carried out. Some things you can do to avoid smoking are avoiding hanging out with friends who smoke. Rest assured that cigarettes are not the only way to socialize. Don't be embarrassed to say that we are not smokers. Look for more information about the dangers of smoking. Avoid everything related to smoking or sponsorships, advertising poster, free cigarettes, and do other positive things such as exercise, reading, and other healthy things. Smoking has a very dangerous impact on health. Quote from the Hello Sehat page. Cigarettes contain more than 7,000 types of dangerous chemicals. Where these chemicals pose a serious risk to health, including the risk of developing eye disease, the risk of developing bone disease, and the risk of developing other diseases. Apart from that, cigarette smoke can also damage body organs, especially the lungs. Based on research, smoking behavior often occurs in academic environments such as campuses. Smoking on campus has a significant impact on the health of individuals and the community around campus. Smoking behavior has a negative impact on people who do not smoke, namely through exposure to cigarette smoke or passive smoking. Prevention of smoking behavior in the campus environment cannot be ignored with the health risks posed by smoking. It is important for educational institutions to take concrete steps in creating a healthy and smoke-free campus environment. Through preventive efforts, education, and healthy behavior program in the campus environment, in its hope that the prevalence of smoking behavior can be reduced in order to maintain the health and welfare of the academic community. Empowering communities around campus and controlling the impact of smoking also needs to be strengthened to create a healthy and smoke-free campus environment. Thus, awareness of the dangers of smoking in the campus environment is not only an individual health issue but also a collective responsibility to protect the welfare of the academic community. While highlighting the widespread smoking behavior among students, there is no harm in asking, do we want to be a generation that ignores serious health risks or a generation that is committed to creating a future without cigarette smoke? Through preventive measure education and collaboration between stakeholders, we can create a campus environment that not only supports intellectual growth but also protect everyone from the negative impacts of smoking. The importance of real action in creating a healthy and smoke-free environment on campus is a collective call to create a healthier, more prosperous and productive future for all elements of society. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Safatma Dewi dengan NIM 64240143 dari kelas 641A 05 Manajemen. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang materi simple present tense. Yang pertama itu ada definisi simple present tense. Simple present tense merupakan kalimat sederhana yang digunakan untuk menjelaskan suatu kegiatan sehari-hari atau kebiasaan sehari-hari. Present tense juga menyatakan suatu perbuatan atau kegiatan yang berlangsung atau terjadi pada waktu sekarang dalam bentuk sederhana. Peristiwa atau perbuatan yang tidak ada kaitannya dengan waktu. Lalu berikutnya ada rumus simple present. Subjek I, you, they, we, she atau he atau it, verb go, goes, dan the rest of the sentence-nya to the campus by bus. Berarti kalau dari yang subjek I, you, they, we menjadi go to the campus by bus. Dan kalau yang subjek she atau he atau it menjadi goes to the by bus. Lalu berikutnya ada spelling rules simple present. Tambahkan negatif S jika kata kerja yang berakhiran negatif O, negatif CH, negatif X, atau negatif Z. Contohnya itu seperti watch, watches, face, faces, fix, fixes, finish, finishes, go, goes. Lalu berikutnya tambahkan negatif IS jika kata kerjanya berakhiran konsonan plus Y. Ubah negatif Y menjadi negatif I. Contohnya study, studies, marry, marries, cry, cries, copy, copies, fly, flies. Dan jika kata kerjanya berakhiran vowel plus Y, maka cukup tambahkan negatif S. Contohnya play, plays, enjoys, enjoys, say, says. Berikutnya, nah ini 5W1H. Kita bisa menggunakan what, where, why, how, who. Berikutnya, penggunaan simple present. Pertama, simple present tense digunakan untuk menunjukkan suatu peristiwa yang terjadi, dilakukan berulang kali, atau merupakan suatu kebiasaan. Contohnya, I go to school every day. Yang kedua itu father sometimes leave for office at 7 o'clock. Lalu I usually plays badminton twice a week in a summer. Kedua, simple present tense digunakan untuk menunjukkan suatu fakta atau kebenaran umum. Contohnya, Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia. Indonesia has face and strides. A butterfly has no backbone. Lalu berikutnya, nomor 3, simple present tense digunakan untuk menunjukkan suatu kebiasaan atau habit. Contohnya, Miko takes free time off to work. Jihan gets up early at 7 o'clock every day. Mother always prepares lunch for us every day. Selanjutnya, simple present tense nominal. Nah, ini berikut rumus simple present tense yang bisa digunakan. Positif, subject plus to be plus complement. Negatif, subject plus to be plus not complement. Interrogatif, to be plus subject plus complement. Contoh simple present tense dengan pola kalimat nominal. Positif, I am an international school student. Negatif, she is not an international school student. Interrogatif, is he an international school student? Next, simple present tense verbal. Nah, rumus positif, negatif, interrogatif dari simple present tense untuk pola verbal adalah positifnya subject plus verb one plus is atau is plus complement. Negatif subject plus do atau does not plus verb one plus complement. Interrogatif do atau does plus subject plus verb one plus complement. Pada kalimat verbal, tidak perlu menambahkan to be setelah subjek karena yang bertugas menjadi predikat adalah verb. Verb di tense ini merupakan bentuk yang dasar dalam artian belum mengalami perubahan. Jadi jika membuat kalimat dengan subjek kata ganti orang ketiga atau he, she, it, singular subject, terdapat beberapa kata kerja yang harus ditambahkan is atau is di bagian belakang. Selanjutnya, simple present tense negatif. Yang pertama, untuk membuat simple present negatif menggunakan tambahan do, not, atau don't, dan does not, atau doesn't. Rumusnya itu subject plus don't atau doesn't plus verb one plus object. Lalu, untuk subjek bentuk ketiga, she, he, it, setelah kata don't atau doesn't, bentuk verb tidak ditambahkan is atau s. Berikutnya, kata do digunakan jika subjeknya adalah I, you, they, atau we. Namun, kata does digunakan jika subjeknya adalah bentuk orang ketiga atau she, he, it. Berikutnya, ini contohnya. Positif, I speak English. Negatif, I don't speak English. Lalu yang kedua, contoh kedua, positif, she speaks English. Negatif, she doesn't speak English. Berikutnya, di sini ada simple present tense interrogatif. Untuk membentuk kalimat interrogatif atau kalimat pertanyaan, memakai tambahan do atau doesn't. Rumusnya do atau does plus subject plus verb one plus object. Untuk subjek bentuk ketiga atau she, he, it, setelah kata don't atau doesn't, bentuk verb tidak ditambahkan s atau s. Kata do digunakan jika subjeknya adalah I, you, they, atau we. Namun, kata does digunakan jika subjeknya adalah bentuk orang ketiga atau she, he, it. Contohnya, contoh pertama itu yang positif, I go to school by car every day. Negatif, I do not go to school by car every day. Interrogatif, do I go to school by car every day? Contoh kedua, positif, Kiki goes to school by car every day. Negatif, Kiki does not go to school by car every day. Interrogatif, does Kiki go to school by car every day? Berikutnya, di sini ada fungsi simple present tense. Yang pertama, simple present tense untuk menyatakan seberapa sering suatu kegiatan terjadi atau frekuensi atau habitual action atau kebiasaan. Yang kedua, Simple present tense digunakan untuk membuat simple statement yang berlaku general atau berlaku kapan saja. 3. Simple present tense menggunakan static verb untuk menyatakan perasaan atau feeling, indera atau sense, pikiran, atau mental state, dan kepemilikan atau possession. Berikutnya yang keempat, simple present tense digunakan untuk membicarakan rencana atau jadwal di masa depan, namun memiliki jangka waktu dekat dengan sekarang. Umumnya membicarakan tentang transportasi atau event, verb yang biasa digunakan antara lain arrive, come, leave. Lalu yang kelima, simple present tense digunakan untuk memberikan instruksi atau serial aksi. Dan yang keenam, simple present tense digunakan pada conditional sentence step 1. Berikutnya ada ciri-ciri simple present. Yang pertama itu menggunakan kata kerja atau verb dalam bentuk dasar atau infinitif atau kata kerja tak beraturan yang telah dikenal. Contoh, I play soccer every weekend. Play adalah kata kerja dalam bentuk dasar. Yang kedua, memakai kata baru atau auxiliary verb yaitu do atau does untuk kalimat verbal dalam bentuk negatif dan interrogatif. Contoh, she doesn't eat meat. Doesn't sama dengan does not, kata bantu dalam bentuk negatif untuk subjek. Si. Lalu yang kedua, do you like chocolate? Do sama dengan kata bantu untuk pertanyaan dengan subjek you. Yang ketiga, dalam present tense biasanya terdapat kata keterangan waktu seperti always, usually, often, seldom, rarely, never, every day, atau week, atau month, atau year. Contoh, I always drink coffee in the morning. Berikutnya, dialog simple present. Raya, hello, I'm Raya. What's your name? Leah, hey, I'm Leah. Raya, are you new here? Leah, yes, I am. Raya, where do you come from? Leah, I'm from Bekasi. Raya, do you live with your parents? Leah, no, I live with my aunt. Which one? It's your house, Raya. Raya, it's the blue one. Leah, do you work, Raya? Raya, yes, I do. I go to work after class. Leah, what class do you go to? Raya, it's sewing class. You may join if you want to. Leah, that sounds interesting, but I have to go to college until 3 except on the weekend. Raya, that's fine. They have weekend class too. Leah, great then. Raya, do you have any siblings? Leah, yes, I do. I come from a large family. Raya, that's cool. How many brothers or sisters do you have? Leah, I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters. Raya, does any of them live here too? Leah, no, they live in Jakarta, but one of my sisters is in Jogja now. Raya, is she a college student? Leah, yes, she is. Are you married? Raya, yes, I am. My son is 6 years old now. Leah, does he go to school? Raya, yes, he does. He is grade 1. Leah, what time does the school end? Raya, at 12. Leah, and what time do you go to work? Raya, at 12 right after the class ends. My husband works from home, so he's the one who takes care of our son while I'm away. Leah, is he an entrepreneur? Raya, no, he's not. He is a translator and editor. Raya, do you walk to college? Leah, yes. What about you? Raya, I do, but when I'm too lazy to walk, I usually take the bus. Leah, do you cook? Raya, I do, only for breakfast. My husband picks me up from work and we have our dinner outside. Leah, what time do you finish work? Raya, at 7. I work for 6 hours. Leah, when it's your day off? Raya, on Monday and Tuesday. Leah, you must be really busy. Raya, not really. I enjoy my activities too. Lalu berikutnya, contoh soal simple present tense. Yang pertama, she to school every day. Jawabannya goes. Jadi she goes to school every day. Lalu yang kedua, they coffee every day. Jawabannya drink. Jadi they drink coffee every day. Yang ketiga, his homework before dinner. Jawabannya does. Maka menjadi he does him homework before dinner. Yang keempat, we to the market on weekends. Jawabannya go. Lalu menjadi we go to the market on weekends. Dan yang kelima, see a book every month. Jawabannya reads. Maka menjadi she reads a book every month. Berikutnya, kesimpulan dari simple present tense, yaitu kesalahan-kesalahan yang kerap terjadi dalam menjawab soal tense simple present biasanya terletak pada pertama, tidak menambahkan s atau s pada subjek tunggal he, she, it. He know salah, he knows benar. Lalu yang kedua, menambahkan s atau s pada kalimat negatif. Hal yang perlu diingat bahwasannya penambahan s atau s hanya untuk kalimat positif atau lihat rumus, sedangkan untuk kalimat negatif, kata kerja tidak perlu lagi menggunakan akhiran s atau s pada subjek tunggal he, she, it. She doesn't know salah, she doesn't know benar. Sekian penjelasan dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.